What's going on, everyone? Thanks for stopping by. Doing a little something different today. I've got my first RC, so I kind of wanted to go over a couple of the upgrades, things I did, why I chose this. I'll go over like my case and packaging and stuff like that. So this is all new to me. A couple things I noticed right away when I got this that I wanted to do. So just in case you're thinking about getting this truck, which by the way, of all the research I did, it's one of the best like RTRs you can get right out of the packaging. It comes pretty well stacked. I did do a bunch of upgrades. I just wanted to share them with you. So let's just dive right in. Since I'm new at this, I'm learning along the way, so I thought I would document some of this. I will probably have more RC videos coming down the pipe. So I definitely picked up, this is the CR18P Evo Pro from Hobby Plus. I bought mine on Amazon. I thought it was a really good price in comparison to what I saw out there. I feel like it's well below anything that comes nearly almost stacked like this one. It's well below that price. Excuse me. This is the not brushless one. There is a brushless option. I want to say when I bought this was like 168. Brushless is going to be closer to 200. I went with the not brushless just because I'm new. I didn't think that brushless was going to be that much better. I like that little bit of a price difference, so happy with that. Right off the bat, a couple things that I did as soon as I got it was you definitely want to get your drive shafts changed. So you want to buy some sort of a metal drive shaft because a lot of people are snapping them kind of right away, almost coming right out of the box. In fact, I watched a review of a guy who's big into RC, and the first time he took it out, he broke a drive shaft. So it's one of those with this, just get the metal one. I think it's worth it. I actually bought a metal one, and then I also have a backup just in case I break that one too. So that's the first thing I did out of the box, along with wheels and tires. So it comes with these wheels and tires, which, I mean, from what I hear, they're not great. I don't think they're terrible. I just wanted something a little bit bigger and a little flashier. So I went with some Endura 70 Super Swampers, along with their like rainbow colored wheels, which I thought they were just cool. I did that right away, and with the drive shaft, wheels, and tires, I took it out once to a course. I had a ton of fun. I thought I did pretty good. I had already ordered a bunch of other stuff, so I was just kind of waiting for that to get here. Something that I did do that I think is important, you notice when you get this, it has a pretty heavy, I believe in the RC world, they call it, it's not like torque steer, it's like torque lean or something like that. When you hit the gas, when you make it take off, it torques pretty hard to one side, the way that the motor rotates. What's super interesting about this truck that a lot of other vehicles don't have, especially in this price range, is that it's a 2-speed trans, right? So on the back of the transmission, there's 2 output shafts, right? Essentially why it's so important, I think, with this truck to switch out at the very least your rear axle for one of these is that you can switch the shaft that it comes out to so it rotates opposite. The aftermarket rear axle will also allow you to shift the ring gear. That way it can take the opposite spin and still move forward, if that makes sense. And that way, now instead of both the front drive shaft and rear drive shaft spinning in the same direction, creating that torque, one will spin counterclockwise, the other one will spin clockwise, and what that will do is offset the torque. So now when I hit the gas, you don't have a lot of that really hard pulling to the side, which was very, to me, I like it. I thought it was helpful. I'm imagining on some courses, you want to keep it as flat and tight as possible. You don't want that. So I definitely think that changing out the rear is worth it. Just looking at the bottom of this, I did do these links. I went with the aluminum links. There's brass ones out there that are heavier. I thought the aluminums would be good because I feel like the tires are already heavier, and then the brass on the portals is already heavier too. So that was done. Front and rear axles were done. On the inside, I did do all the bushings. So these come with just standard bushings, and then they sell these kits that you could put these little ball bearings in. So basically all the bushings were removed and the bearings were put in. I can tell you right away what I did notice from after the upgrades. It just feels like it rides a lot smoother, a lot easier. I can't say that there's like this enormous difference between the two, but it just feels a little bit smoother, a little bit easier. Essentially, when I first got it, I had changed out the servo to this Savox. I think it's a 7.5. It burned out on me the first day. Like, it was getting so hot. Like, if you touched it, it was getting too hot to almost hold, and then it would send like a weird signal to the receiver, and the receiver would lose the battery connection to it. So I got rid of it. I can't recommend this one. Didn't last but a day. I put the stock walk back in, and it's been working fine. So I did order a reef servo, which is, they're a little pricey, but they're stronger. Just because, you know, you're going to be pushing these bigger tires, I think it's important to do that. So I did that also. Also ordered longer shocks, and I have mine kind of at a pretty steep angle because I want to have it sit as low as possible. A little bit of cosmetic stuff. 3Flow9, I did order their bed cage, is right here. I love it. That's more of a look thing. I like it, but what it also will do is every time it flips over, it's not scraping so much on the roof. It'll scrape on the bed cage, which is kind of cool. I like that. Also from 3Flow9 are the hubs. If you follow me on Instagram, you know I put a post up about it. Those hubs are insane. Not only do they look cool, but super well machined, and I don't think they're that pricey. I think it's worth it to not have to deal with the nylocks here anymore. So love those things, got that. A couple of side things that I did that I haven't seen anybody really talk about much is the on-off switch is kind of a pain in the ass because it's underneath the shell. So what I did was I cut a little hole back here so I can get my finger in there, or I keep this little tiny screwdriver, and that way I can just flip it on and off without having to take the whole shell off. Also, something that I did, the pins here are tiny, the ones that come with it, right? So what I did was I drilled the holes out a little bit bigger so I could run longer, just bigger pins, a little easier to grab for my fat fingers. And they sell like enormous kits of these for like $8. You get like 50. So I just think they're better than the little tiny ones that come with it. And it's just real simple drilling out that pinhole. That takes care of that. Those are the two things I think I did that I haven't seen anybody else do or mention. What else can I think of? Yeah, I mean, aside from that's pretty much it. Now you get an idea of like how much it actually flexes down, which I like. And I really like the reason why I like having the shocks at such a steep angle, because it will sit low. And then it will also allow the front to just drop when you're kind of coming over. Kind of helps you not like bottom out here and like do the whole turtle shell thing. So I like that, keeps the tires there. Angles are good, everything lined up pretty good. No real complaints there. I wanted to go over my case, which I'll get the measurements for you because this is a military issue case. I'm not even sure if they sell these on like the civilian market. I have to look. This is what I use when I just want to take it out and I try to keep everything compact in one shot. And for the little toolkit I've been using is a small Fantic, which has been working out great here. I'll open this up for you here, and then it's got all these little tiny tools that you can use. So it's actually worked out pretty good. It's strong enough to turn all of those, turn all the nuts and the screws in here without any issues. So, and then this is the case. Basically, I'm rocking this case here, which gives me like, I have a bunch of like extra parts here. This little tool is what I use to hold the nuts in place. I got some spares, and then in the zipper here, I just got all the extra screws and bolts and everything that can come. And that way, if you break down or you need anything, it's all compact in one shot, you know. And I'll put links to all this stuff down below. This is just a Spanker Elite Tactical bag. It's decent quality for what we're gonna use it for. It's good enough for overlanding. I wouldn't put it on a plate carrier or like use it in any other form. This is just for us. It works out great. In here, I have this is the tool right here for removing the hubs from 3Flow9, which fits in here perfectly. Which, by the way, 3Flow, once you get the brass ones out, I'm gonna order a set of those too because I like them. And then in here, I have a couple extra batteries. And the charger. So yeah, that's it. I just wanted to go over this real easy and quick, so if you see more footage coming. So far into it, really like it. I'm enjoying it. It's pretty fun. It's like basically everything that I can't do on the truck, I get to do it to this little guy. So something I should mention for the remote, I did purchase kind of foam for the wheel because I didn't like that it didn't come with it. And this was like universal from Traxxas, I want to say, but it fit this perfectly. So did that also. If you have any questions for me or you need anything, please let me know down below. And like I said, I should have a couple more videos out, a little bit more stuff of this thing in action and how it articulates and how it's doing. Trying my best to get it a little bit weighted down, but not too heavy. I just want to make it kind of really good all around. Yeah, you guys need anything from me, let me know. I appreciate your time. Thanks for watching. You guys be good. Stay safe out there.